In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of what we call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper, the host of this program, known here on social media, wherever you may find me. I am known as the mighty Angel Snubbed Up 7. I am your soul brother, number one. I remember not long ago, after I lied to get a management job. And the experience that I got from getting that first management job helped me to get the experience that I needed to go on to other supervisor management type positions. And a lot of this experience came from the fast food industry. So I was living in Mississippi, and I was hired to be an assistant manager at a Little Caesars pizza franchise. And I liked the job. I liked Little Caesars. It was nice. However, Little Caesars is a business. And the franchise owner was getting frustrated because this particular store had high labor costs, and it really wasn't being profitable. And of course, all this pressure came down on the manager. I was assistant manager, but the real pressure came down on the manager. And I told the manager one day about what he could do in order to try to make things better. And that, in that way, that pressure from the franchise owner wouldn't be so great, wouldn't be so dire upon him. And he looked at me. I was assistant manager. And he lifted up his chest because I'm the manager. You don't know what you're talking about. I run this. You run this, sir, but you have high labor costs and your store is not profitable. I am assistant manager. I'm only suggesting something that may help us because we are a team. This is not your store. This is our store that we have been given the opportunity or the responsibility to run for this franchise owner. And I assist you, so I'm assisting you by adding or suggesting, bringing to you some advice that might be able to help us from my own experience being a manager. Because at one time I was a manager at some place before also. But in this case, I was assistant manager. But he didn't want to hear that. So we continue to fail. And I continue to remind him why we failing until the day he began to get sick of me and my talk, like I know so much. So one day in the office, he told me, "You think you know all that?" Well, I tell you what, I'm going to let you be the manager. We're going to switch places. We're not going to switch paychecks. We're not switching paychecks. But we're going to switch the titles and the responsibility. And you be the manager. And I'll be assistant manager. Since you know so much, I accepted his challenge. And so, labor costs was a problem. And the problem was our inefficiency on prepping the vegetables and other things for the day, which required somebody to come in early and get all that done, but it took a lot of time and whatever. So from my experience in the restaurant business, I showed a different method that we could use getting the same result that we wanted, but it was much faster. Wouldn't take as much labor time. So we began to save immediately on labor because the new method didn't require as much time as what we did traditionally. What Little Caesars had been doing for the last 50-some years, since 1950-some. Also, I was able to get more out of our employees. Our employees basically was teenagers who didn't give a damn, really. So, they liked me. And I made a deal with my employees outside of him. He didn't know. I let them take pieces home. There was no, according to the policy, you get a little bit of it. I'm not doing all that. Let these children eat the pizza. Take some of this pizza home. This pizza only cost us, at maximum, $2 for everything pizza. That's $2. But yet I get 100% from my employees. And they produced. Also, I asked the franchise owner, could I create my own coupons? And we could put these coupons around the store. And he said yes. And the children, the teenagers, because they like me, they helped me spread these coupons throughout the neighborhood. Our sales increased by a whole lot. You could see that the sales increased. And I concentrated on customer satisfaction. I'm not going to argue with no customer. The customer is always right. So whenever there was a complaint, the customer was always right. What we lost, or what we think we lost, is nothing compared to what we gained when we kept that customer, especially those customers that was regulars. I don't argue with them. Yes, you're right. And when I first started doing it, even the staff was like, why you let them be disrespectful. I would not let them be disrespectful and things of that nature with us. And matter of fact, they wouldn't, because I saw the problem. Because the customer's always right. We lose $2, $10, but we gain way more in the long term. Keeping the customer happy. Keeping the customer happy, make sure that you get a paycheck. So I solved those problems. And the only thing the manager could do was, wow, you was right. That's all he could do is, I was right. Now, when it comes to black leadership, we really don't know what that is. Following somebody because they make speeches, that's not leadership. Because they can make a speech. Leadership must be able to show something tangible. Must be able to show you some type of results. I was able to bring efficiency to our restaurant. I was able to cut our labor costs. And the franchise owner was so happy. They paid me a bonus to go teach that method to all the stores that they had. Now the thing about this black power crap is they're not going to do that. They're not going to allow somebody, okay, since you know so much, since you know more than Malcolm X, since you know more than Farrakhan, since you know more than Elijah Muhammad, you know more than Marcus Garvey, since you know all that, we're going to allow you and we're going to get behind you, let you do your thing, let's see what happens. They're not going to do that. Because for them, it's embarrassing because they're teaching something, the supreme wisdom, because they know it all. You know it all, but they are not accomplishing anything. A leader must have a strategy. A leader must be creative. If you are a general out on the battlefield, you have to have a strategy in order to accomplish your objectives, your goals. And what we see in the black community is folks just doing something. They don't have a strategy. They don't have any goal. They just doing something to make you think that they're doing something. What is the ultimate purpose? So black leadership is a failure. You get incredible religious teachings and you are exposing the scammers and all this diddly-daddly stuff, but you're not getting any real results that change nothing. Because you don't have any leadership. You have podcasters, content creators, those who regurgitate history or whatever, but you don't have any leadership that can make history. Black leadership is a failure. So you want to get angry at me because I'm bringing to the people to make them to know what leadership really is. You have no strategy. You're not creative. You got to be creative. You have to know a strategy. You have to know your enemy. You have to know your enemy, the weakness and the strengths. It's like playing chess. When they make a move, you got to do this. They don't even have us on the board. You're not even on the board. They make you feel like you're playing when you're just in the audience. That's not my fault. I know better. I know what leadership should be. And all these people who have ever been in supervisor, management positions, you know what I'm saying is correct. Emotion don't solve problems. You gotta think. Look at the problem. How am I gonna solve this? So all over YouTube, they talk about the problem, but they have solved nothing. They just feed you. There's no solution. The solution is put it in the hands of Jesus. Put it in the hands of Allah. That's their solution. So we put our problem in the hand of Allah. And we put it in the hand of Jesus. And we regurgitate Malcolm's slogans by any means necessary. We do all these things and we still in the condition that we are in. That's not what leadership. Leadership solves the problem. And if that don't work, leadership backs up, analyze, okay, where did we go wrong? Okay, we need to go here. And in any type of situation like what we're in, it's not going to be easy. Just like on the battlefield. We need to take that hill. But a lot of us are going to die. And there are some soldiers that say, I'll do it. We're not that type of person. We want to see our grandchildren and great-grandchildren and blah, blah, blah. I would rather go down in history as a soldier, as a hero, as a fighter, than a coward. So those you look upon for leadership are cowards, and they are comfortable in their oppression. So why are you following them if you want to be free, truly free? And the reality is they don't know what the hell they're doing. They just talk. So why don't you do that? I dare you. This Negro running around here running his mouth. I dare you. I dare them. Well, here you go. What you going to do any different? They're not going to do it. Because they want you to be a failure. Because as long as you fail, they thrive. Because the only thing they want is your money so they can live comfortably in the oppression. And many of you will support them because you really don't want change either. You're comfortable doing, because in order to be free, freedom is not free. Somebody got to give up something. And you're not ready to do that. You're comfortable on your deathbed. And don't tell me about how much you love your children and the future generation. You don't give a damn about them. Because if you did, you know and understand that you got to do something to make it that way for them. Unless you change it, nothing's going to be changed. It's as simple as that. On that note, thank you for listening. Jot down your comments, subscribe, whatever. Try to find me on Facebook if you can, or Instagram. you know how it is. I'm Agent Snub 7. Until next time, I wish you love, peace, and soul. And we are already 5,000.